Hey everybody, welcome back. This is some Am I the A-hole drama that gave me hives.
Hi!
I'm allergic to it.
Sounds itchy.
You would know.
I thought we wouldn't talk about that. I guess what happens in Vegas, right?
Am I the a-hole for getting mad at my best friend's girlfriend?
Oh boy. I smell drama!
Me, 24 female, I have a best friend, 23 male. I've known him since high school and he was pretty shy back then and we had been paired up for a school assignment. At first, he was very closed off with me, but we noticed that we had a lot in common and he began to have more confidence. We are both heavy metal fans, although I admit we are not experts on bands and all that stuff, but we had fun going to concerts together. I feel like I made him grow self-confident. He even had the confidence to grow his hair and dress the way he liked. He comes from a somewhat religious family that didn't like skeletons on their shirts or rings, but over time they accepted him.
That's what metal is, baby. Skulls.
Rock
and roll! I still want to start a band, a Bridezilla band. It would be epic, right?
Bridezilla! Why did my stepmother take my dress? Why would she wear white to the wedding?
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Michael has ADHD, so let's just...
Wait, is this part of the story or is this just me?
No, this is just you.
Squirrel?
You see what I have to deal with? Well, a few months ago, he told me and our friends that he already had a girlfriend, 21 female. I admit that it surprised me, but I was happy for him. However, when he introduced her to us, I was slightly disappointed. I won't deny it, she's pretty, but she looks too naive and looks like the typical good girl. Although instead of pink, she wears light blue. Gasp. And her personality was so blank. She didn't talk much, and when she did, she stuttered a little, like she didn't know what to say.
She's just probably a bit nervous. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't really like where this is going.
How dare she wear blue?
I love it when girls kind of like pick random things to dislike about someone and they try to use that as justification for not liking them, but in reality, they're just jealous.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest here. She liked her friend and doesn't like the fact that he has a girlfriend.
Yes, I think that's where this is going.
I think that's where this is going.
I think that's where this is going. Stupid. She's wearing pink?
She's so freaking basic, man.
I'm wearing pink.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant blue.
I know this sounds bad, but on almost all of our group outings, he would take her with him now. And it was so annoying to see how she tried to be friends with everyone. Okay, so wait, so you're mad that she doesn't talk, and now you're mad that she tries.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if she was trying not to be friends with you or
Yeah.
trying to take him away from you.
It sounds like she's trying to make an effort here, and pretty much everything she does annoys you.
I'm smelling a little stinky butt here.
You smell like a stinky little butt.
With a couple dingleberries, you know, like the hairs and the poop, and it just hangs like a little berry cherry.
You have a hemorrhoid in your a-hole.
Oh, you have a hemorrhoid, my stepmother's hemorrhoid!
But hemorrhoids are no joke.
George.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Story time, Michael.
Okay.
It's story time.
Okay.
Let's not interrupt the class.
Okay. It was so annoying to see how she tried to be friends with everyone. She also tried to get closer to me. Now, here's the problem. A few weeks ago, it was my birthday. For obvious reasons, I invited him along with the rest of my friends, and obviously he took her to my party. I was upset, but I didn't want to be rude and I let it go. When it was time for presents, he said to me, someone else also wanted to give you a special present. He made a gesture to his girlfriend. She smiled at me and gave me her gift. It was an Iron Maiden t-shirt and sweater. I didn't know how to react. I didn't say anything. She seemed to have noticed because she told me that if I didn't like my gift, I could exchange it for another one, but I rejected it.
Why?
It sounds like she made like a very conscious effort to like do something nice for you.
Okay, maybe there's some juicy details that we're not aware of yet, but I need more context. It sounds like this person's pretty stinky.
It sounds like this person just doesn't like that a guy that they had a crush on,
Let's be honest.
is dating someone else. This is the thing about girls that are jealous. You could be the nicest person on earth. They still gonna hate your guts.
Your heart could have lots of girth.
In fact, being the nicest person on earth in addition to being like super pretty almost makes it worse. It's like they want so badly for you to not be likable that they invent reasons in their head not to like you.
Guys are simple. It's like, you like beer?
Yeah.
You like sports? Want to not talk about our feelings and just like sit in silence and play video games?
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends? Want to go do karate in the garage?
Girls will shit in your heart, honestly.
I have lots of friends who like deep conversations, but one
Yeah.
in particular who always just shout out to my boy. I'm not going to say his name, but
Shout out, but no shout out.
shout out to my boy. I remember we were at a hockey game and, we're trying to watch the game and all of a sudden he just asked me a question like, when was the last time you cried? And I was like, God, yeah, let's get into this. So I love that kind of conversation. Doesn't always happen, but I am a sensitive little flower.
She started saying it was a very special gift, that I was like an older sister to her and other things. I couldn't take it anymore and I yelled at her to shut up.
How dare you buy me a gift and try and be my friend? You're just so selfish.
You bitch.
I'm honestly waiting for more context because this sounds ridiculous.
Oh, there's more context. Don't worry. I couldn't take it anymore and I yelled at her to shut up. That it had become very clear to me that she was very perfect and that she should do me a favor and shut her mouth.
Oh, it's a nice gift. Can you just take it back and shut your mouth?
hell is your problem?
Shut your mouth.
She didn't say anything, but she just looked down and started crying. Oh. My best friend looked at me in a way he had never done before. He just apologized and left with her. I was so devastated and upset to see that my birthday had been ruined. Yeah, and whose fault is that, my dear? Whose fault is that?
I'll give you a clue. It's you.
This could have been avoided.
This could have been avoided, but I still want to see this through to the end.
Okay, we'll see it through to the end. I promise.
As they say in Harry Potter, until the very end. If you know, you know.
Do they say that?
It's, anyways, just keep going. Telling me to shut up? ADHD.
Oh God, your teachers must have loved you.
ADHD break. ADHD break. Okay, done. Okay, we're done.
I love you, Mike, but just chill. I was so devastated and upset to see that my birthday had been ruined, and the scolding from my other friends didn't make me feel any better. The next day, he wrote me and told me that until I apologized, he could no longer be my friend. Doesn't surprise me, honestly. You were kind of rude.
You were kind of a cunt.
I tried to tell him I didn't mean to, that I was just feeling overwhelmed. Oh, geez. I recently had a disagreement with someone in which they used feeling overwhelmed as a way to excuse their bad behavior, and it's such a cop-out. I'm so overwhelmed. I can't be like a human being for 1 second. Sorrows, prayers. But he told me that was no excuse, and he stopped talking to me. I've written to him multiple times begging for forgiveness. I have yet to see you talk about begging his girlfriend for forgiveness.
I have yet to see a reason why you don't like her.
I agree, but like, I think we know why she doesn't like her. I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but I want to hear her say it.
Yeah, but she's not going to say it.
Jealousy isn't just a river in Egypt.
Nobody wants to admit that they're jealous. It's a normal human emotion, and sometimes it gets the better of us. You can apologize to her. It's one thing if you want to apologize to your friend. You owe the girlfriend an apology, okay?
Right.
More so than your friend. He leaves me on red and he never answers. I tried to talk to our group of friends and get their help, but everyone told me I was a fool for treating my best friend's girlfriend like that when she just wanted to be nice.
Period. Exclamation point.
I mean, yeah. I admit that I may have been a bit harsh on her, and I would hate for my friend to throw away so many years of friendship just because of one incident. I'm desperate. Am I the a-hole for messing with my best friend's girlfriend and accidentally hurting her feelings?
Yes.
Yeah, you absolutely are an
Yes.
a-hole. Like, you 100% are the a-hole in this scenario.
You've
didn't
not
have to
given
do
a
that.
single reason why you would have been mad at her other than the fact that probably jealous.
Or, maybe she's protective
Yeah,
or
maybe
something
that's
like
what it
that.
is.
You have literally no reason to dislike this girl. It seems like you're looking for reasons to dislike her. Listen, we can all be assholes from time to time. I think if you reach out to the girlfriend and you sincerely apologize, it doesn't sound like you're very sorry or that you feel bad about what you said, but I think that if you sincerely apologize to the girlfriend, not your friend, because that's the person that you hurt the most, maybe there's something that can be salvaged here, but don't expect them to accept the apology because that was just silly. I already sent a message to his girlfriend to apologize and she hasn't read it yet. She wakes up at 8 a.m. I hope there's still hope. For those of you wondering why I expected only my friend to come to my party, it was going to be too loud because of the music and she said she doesn't like that. She doesn't have any disabilities as far as I know, but I think it might be social anxiety. I'm not sure. I don't know. You're being hella silly. We have another update. Okay, I've already earned the hate of Reddit. Thanks. But you don't have to send me rude private messages. I already understood that I acted very badly. Well, I already got an answer, not directly from her, but from my now ex-best friend. Yes, he decided not to give me another chance. This is what he said. Gee, Me. I already saw the message you sent to A, his girlfriend. She showed it to me. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry to tell you this, but your apology feels forced and fake. It took you a whole week to apologize to her. See, this is why I said you need to apologize to the girlfriend. And that's why he wasn't responding. Because it's not his feelings that you hurt here. Like, I mean, I'm sure he was disappointed in you, but like...
So she waited a week to apologize?
She waited a week, yeah.
Not a great plan.
And you probably weren't even going to apologize to her until Reddit told you to. I don't know. I don't think there's any remorse on your part, and that's why I don't feel comfortable with you anymore. You ended our friendship as soon as you decided to humiliate my girl. I appreciate the time we had as friends, but now my happiness is her, and I will protect her even if I have to cut off all my friendships. Wow.
Jeez.
I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you realize how terrible you act. Goodbye.
Wow. How old are these people?
I think she said she was in her early 20s.
The good news is time heals. Time heals everything. Sometimes you make mistakes when you're younger. I think that right now, maybe give each other some space. I don't know, maybe down the line you guys can reconnect.
Maybe, but remember what I said about you can apologize and they don't have to accept the apology? And also, you didn't share what the apology said, so I'm very curious about what it actually said.
You may have like your best friends growing up, but eventually they find a partner and we grow up and our allegiance shifts from our best friend. I mean, not completely, but we focus on our partners and that's just what happens. And now being in my mid 30s, your 20s, you know, you're with each other at school and all that stuff. And then you find a partner, or you find a job and like that's your focus and you kind of lose touch. But as you get older, sometimes you reconnect and it may not look good right now, but just think about everything. Think about that kind of perspective and maybe you guys will reconnect later on. But right now, just give him some space.
Yeah.
And try and be more open-minded. It's not like these people are stealing your friends from you.
Well said.
Oh my goodness. Look at this update.
Another update?
And it just means that I'm right.
Oh my God.
Which I love. Addition 2, I admit I had feelings for my friend.
No way.
Yeah, knew it.
But I think I confused them with brotherly affection. However, I really loved him too much, and I guess that's why I acted like that with his girlfriend. It was just resentment. She didn't deserve it. Well, it's a good thing that you are recognizing these feelings and why they are normal, but also kind of unhealthy to feel that way. Let's not be outright mean to people who haven't done anything to us. People who are total bitches to us, however, we can be mean to.
We can be petty,
But don't be mean to people just because. Just because.
That's the thing, is we've all had a friend who we've been kind of confused about, right? We were really close to them, and then all of a sudden, something weird, a switch flip. I've never had that happen before.
Carrie will elaborate.
I've never had that before.
Are you still friends with this person?
No.
Good answer.
When you're growing up, you can kind of confuse feelings. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm really proud of you, if that means anything to you, that you sort of came to your senses and understood what you were going through, because that's what it is. It's like these kind of things happen because you don't know what you're feeling. You just feel this resentment. Mm-hmm. But you dig into that. Dig in there.
Find out
your
why
heart,
you feel that way.
Into the swamp, as they say. Dirty, smelly, poopy swamp.
I firmly believe that a lot of this is because of the age, like early 20s. I feel like we all kind of said and did stupid stuff when we were jealous and young. We get better at hiding it when we're older.
Yeah, exactly. Because you have a place that you live by yourself, so you can just go hide.
Please don't tell anyone how I live.
You know what? I think like you started off as a stinky butthole, but I think you're cleaning it a little bit now.
Yeah, I think you wiped it.
You wiped
like
it
there's
now.
still some skid marks, but
No, you have a fissure there, which is you have an anal fissure, but it's healing.
4 out of 5 butthole. So are you the a-hole? Yes, you are, but it's okay.
4.5 hemorrhoids out of 5.
Am I the a-hole for telling my wife no one likes her gifts and she should stop giving them?
Hey, yo, what the f?
I did a sketch about this. That's so funny.
Just laughing at how unbelievably mean this is already.
Like, I'm trying to think about what's the worst gift you've ever gotten.
Ego is the enemy. Mike gave that to me.
Okay, first of all, stoicism. Oh my God, Ryan Holiday is fantastic. I actually gave you all 3 books, and you haven't even touched them, you little bitch. I got you the Daily Stoic. I got her all these things to help channel and ground her and tune into the wisdom of the Stoics, but she hasn't even looked at them. That's why she's an emotional wreck 24/7.
I like to pick and choose my self-help books, you know?
Yeah, sure. Anyways, bad gift, funny gift. My mom, God bless her soul, she gives the best gifts, but she bought me, funny enough, I've used it a few times, a cake saw.
That cake saw does not work.
Its sole purpose, it's a plastic saw, and it's just for cake.
It doesn't actually saw cake that well, though.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. Like, we've used it a couple of times. We brought out the cake saw. Like, we've
It's
had
a
many
cake
a party.
gnaw.
We've used this cake saw a few times, and it just, like, it flattens the cake. Like, it just does not work.
It's because it's too thick. It's not like
It's too
it's
thick.
not like a
It's not a blade.
Should we go back into the story?
Yeah, we should keep going here.
To that come.
My 25 male wife, 25 female, is a gift giver. She loves to give gifts and she usually puts a lot of thought into them.
Oh.
We have a group of friends that we get together with for Christmas and Secret Santa every year for the past 5 years. Each year, she would buy a gift for her Secret Santa and also put together a small gift for all our friends. At first, since we were the ones hosting, I thought it was just a small party favor. But she does this every year, even when we aren't hosting. I failed to see the problem. I'm not understanding. These gifts usually consist of some chocolates,
Sounds good.
some writing utensils,
Also good.
some hand soap,
Good to be clean.
candle.
Like to smell good.
Love candles.
Big candle guy.
Hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works.
Need dry hands.
Those are pretty
Normal things.
pretty normal, useful things. Like, I'm sorry. I love getting soap as a gift. I love getting candles as a gift. It's always a great gift.
Why didn't you get me Call of Duty for PS5? That's what I would say. Honestly, sounds like pretty good gifts to me.
Okay, so here's the reasoning. Since most of the people in our group are guys, they don't use most of what she gives. They feel like they are obligated to get her something too.
Is that worth putting on the internet?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I told my wife that most of it goes unused, but she says she continues to do it because she likes to give them gifts and expects nothing in return. And since we usually celebrate after the holidays are over, she's not spending more than $15 a person.
Huh.
I mean, she's not going out of her way to spend like a ton of money.
My mom's like this, honestly. She just gives and doesn't expect anything in return.
Yeah, no, totally,
You have to
she
just be
does.
okay with receiving the gifts, which I am.
I have like a Karen gift drawer and like it's like gifts from past Christmases and I'll just go into the drawer and be like, oh, that's a skincare item that I haven't used before. Let's try that.
I love you, Karen.
Love you, Karen.
Love my mom.
And also, this is such a non-issue. Like, one thing that I've been getting into recently is if you get like an accumulation of like extra stuff, like little things that you're not going to be able to use, you re-gift them. It's a really good way to save money. It's a good way to make sure that it goes to a good home, that you're not being wasteful. I mean, just don't tell the person that gave you the gift that you're re-gifting.
Mom, I've re-gifted some of your gifts.
I did end up giving that like a puffer jacket for a beer can. I gave that to someone.
Yeah, same. I get the same thing.
Otherwise, it just accumulates and, you know, you might throw it out. But this way you could give it to someone who could actually use it. It's really not that big of a deal.
But let's see where this is going. Maybe she started to give weird gifts.
I finally told her no one likes the little gifts she gives them and she should just stop. She got really quiet and hasn't talked to me since.
I don't know, man. I mean, if that's your love language, if you like to give gifts, let them give gifts.
Just let them give gifts. I know she enjoys gifts, but why waste your money on people who don't appreciate it? Am I the a-hole? If they don't appreciate it, then it's really not your problem. I would say that, like, you don't need to make an a-hole out of yourself because your friends don't appreciate the gifts. Like, I'm sorry, do your guy friends not wash themselves? Like, what is wrong with giving people soap?
Yeah, just take the damn soap and keep it for home or give it to your girlfriend or wife.
And
Like,
use it
Jesus.
to wash your ass. Your
Mouth.
stinky butthole. All right, so here are some of the comments. This was actually deleted off of Reddit because it's embarrassing. You're the a-hole. You could have phrased it literally any other way. You could have suggested alternative gifts that you know the guys would actually use or like. Literally. Okay, this is a very, very good point. Yes, okay, I understand she's getting them like fruity body soap or something that they're not going to use. I don't know. I don't know the context of the gifts, but everybody likes chocolate. Most people like candles. Mike likes candles more than me.
Like, as in, I like candles more than I like you?
Those friends are lying about the... What did you just say?
You're saying that I like candles more than I like you, or like candles more than you like candles?
More than I like candles is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I actually think that these guys are saying to your face that they don't like these gifts and they're going home and having bubble baths with the whole...
Oh, for sure. Or they're regifting, and then they're getting all the credit. And then their significant others are like, oh, wow, you're such a good gift giver, Tom.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like
Liar.
your friends are also kind of being a-holes. Also, what kind of goblins do you have for friends that they don't have a use for stationery or soap? Literally.
How often do you use a pen?
Honestly, I like a pen. I like a nice pen.
Yeah, you ballpoint or gel kind of girl?
Ooh, both. Like, it really kind of depends. I like to, like, color code my notes with, like, colored gel pens.
Oh, I knew I loved you.
Oh,
Are you
man.
0.7, 0.5?
That's hard. I think depends. I think margins, 0.7. Yeah,
pen-
0.7 is thicker.
I know, thicker. So you do like thicker pens.
Yeah.
0.5 is the best, though. It's so precise.
0.5 is nice, but I like the thickness too. I like the jelliness. So this was deleted from Reddit. We're going to read some of the toxic Reddit responses.
Okay, let's hear it.
OP should divorce his wife so I can marry her and introduce her to all my friends that would actually appreciate her thoughtfulness. What a weird thing to get mad about.
I mean, maybe it makes them feel uncomfortable or whatever.
What
but
could possibly possess someone to be angry about someone being a gift giver?
I doubt the friends said anything.
Yeah, maybe he's using that as an excuse. Maybe he's jealous of how thoughtful she is.
Or maybe they said something and then he's just like, you're embarrassing me.
Or yeah, like maybe they're chirping him about it or something. But even then, like, what's the big deal? She's just like giving you some chocolates, you psychos.
You disinfect your hands, wash them, and eat the chocolates, and then write in your journal. Like, that's like basically that's my night. That's my night.
It's perfect. These are all perfectly useful gifts.
Stinky asshole.
Stinky butthead.
Stinky butt. Is there even an update?
No, there's no update because I would be also very embarrassed. So are you the a-hole? Yeah, you're mean. You need to apologize to your wife, like right now.
Yeah, say sorry, okay? Because now she may not ever give gifts again, and that'll be because of you.
Or maybe she'll divorce your ass.
Yeah, and give some other guy who appreciates it chocolate and pens and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Anyways, yeah, I think you're a bit of an asshole. That's what I think.
You are the a-hole.
You are a...
My wife is sad because I got my close friend gourmet ice cream when she was sick. Am I wrong? My wife and I have been married for 5 years and we've never really had any major relationship issues. However, I did something yesterday and my wife has been kind of sad and aloof since. For context, my wife has been really sick for the past couple of days and she's been staying at home. Now, normally I would have taken paid time off to support my wife, but work was really busy this week and I had to go to the office for important meetings. My wife was very understanding, but did ask if I could come home soon after work, and I said sure. I'm also close friends with Helena. We've been friends for 5 years and she works at my same company, albeit in a completely different department. My wife knows about Yelena and Yelena even comes to our house a couple times for dinner. While my wife isn't super close with Yelena, she does think she is sweet. Yesterday was Yelena's birthday, and we usually don't do anything fancy on birthdays. We just give each other small gifts or go have lunch or dinner. So after work, yesterday, Yelena and I went to a fancy ice cream place nearby, which had opened a couple of months ago, and that was my birthday treat / gift to her. The whole thing took maybe 40 minutes, and I went home immediately after that. When I got home, my wife asked why I was late, and I told her it was Yelena's birthday, and we just went to have ice cream after work. My wife looked very sad after that, and I asked if I did something wrong. My wife said no, but ever since then she's been kind of sad. I asked my wife multiple times why she's sad, and I even apologized, but my wife told me there's no reason to apologize and I did nothing wrong. Am I wrong?
She's just a bit jealous. I don't know. Do you do these things for her as well?
To me, if I'm reading this correctly, maybe the wife kind of feels a little bit like you're being super nice to Yelena and like not taking care of her while she's sick. I don't know. I could be reading into it a little much.
And maybe her saying that out loud to you would make her feel a bit uncomfortable. Maybe that's why she's not responding to it, but I don't know.
It goes without saying that like if your wife is sick at home and you're not doing anything like sweet for her to like take care of her, but you are doing those sweet things for other people, I don't know, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's probably jealous.
I think that if you were doing the same things for your wife, maybe she wouldn't feel as weird, but isn't it kind of weird when your wife is sick at home, you're going like on an ice cream date with somebody else? Like, I don't know.
Why didn't you bring her ice cream?
You could have brought your wife ice cream, yeah.
You put another woman before her and she's a little bit jealous.
Yeah, or maybe she just wanted you to do the same thing for her or like to think about her. Oh, you went for ice cream with Yelena and you brought your wife ice cream because she was sick at home.
Yeah, you should have did that maybe.
I mean, maybe it's possible that your wife is a little bit jealous and maybe there's nothing going on between you and Yelena, and maybe she doesn't want to admit that she's jealous, or maybe she just wishes that you took care of her a little bit more while she was sick.
It's tough to know without more context of your relationship and context of you and Yelena.
So we'll read a few of these comments. Dude, your wife is sick at home and you go on a little ice cream date with another woman. Did it occur to you at all to A, tell your wife you would be late, and B, bring her something? Okay, I'm glad that we had kind of the same read on this because it's like...
Was Yelena sick at home?
She wasn't sick at home, no.
So he just went on an ice cream date with her?
It was her birthday. So
yeah, okay.
He went out for ice cream with Yelena because it was Yelena's birthday.
Was it just the two of them?
Yeah.
I know, but how would
stuff.
you feel if I went out with like Emma for ice cream on her birthday?
Emma's married.
Well, I mean, even still though.
I think it matters if they're married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does matter if they're married.
Again, it also kind of depends on how well everyone knows each other, right? Mm-hmm. How well does she know Yelena?
She likes her.
But not enough to trust her, I guess.
Or maybe she just feels a little neglected. That's all.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I think
honestly.
maybe it's just like feeling
that.
a little neglected and she wants to be taken care of when she's sick. She's being cute.
I take care of you when you're sick.
You do.
I bring you soup.
Yeah, and you have set my expectations very high. So thank you for that. And I also take care of him. Honestly, the only thing I know how to cook is like chicken soup. You gotta take care of your partner when they're sick.
When
right?
I want ice cream when I'm sick.
Do you?
Gourmet.
Noted. If you're not going to prioritize your wife, why did you even get married? Yes, you're wrong. I don't think this is about the ice cream. How much time do you spend making your wife feel appreciated, loved, and supportive? What have you done to help her while she's sick, even though you said that you've been busy, but not too busy to take a work friend out for ice cream?
Yeah.
Very good point. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe the answer is you are the best husband ever and she's never wanted anything in terms of her emotional needs, but clearly your wife is feeling some kind of way about a gesture that you made to another woman. It warrants some reflection. I think we need to reflect on how our actions could possibly affect our spouses and our houses.
And our Schauses.
Das ist scheiße, Schauses.
Das ist scheiße.
Yeah, you're making the poop and stink.
You are really making with
You are
poop and
making
stink.
poop and stink with your sore face.
Yeah,
You've made a little dookie here. But you can maybe clean up this dookie.
We will call you Duke Ellington.
You do. So are you the a-hole?
You're like a cheeky little
Yeah,
butthole.
you're like a cheeky one. Yeah, cheeky's good. I would agree with Mike. Yeah, like you're not like doing something incredibly hurtful, but you're not really considering your wife's feelings.
Did you get that though? Like cheeky?
Siscat!